Hello and welcome to Cute Pixel. Today I'm doing another open source software development stream. Working on a different project today. If you could see the stream title, I'm planning to work on a Twitch craps table chatbot. Craps is a very popular casino game, and I like playing this myself, and I kind of figured it'd be a fun project to try. I've not abandoned the custom or the interpreter for custom language I'm working on, just kind of wanted to take a break from that and try this for a little bit. So that's what I'm working on today, is the Twitch craps table chatbot. We'll see how far we get. My next stream will be Sunday, January 27th, 9 a.m., a week from today. I do apologize for how lengthy the delays are between my streams. Just my schedule's a little bit busy. I am working on adding at least one more day per week, but that won't happen for at least another week now. But keep on the lookout for that, and I will add additional days as I can. So for this project, I have not done anything with this project yet. And hello to those in chat. I see Princess Rika and Pixel Grief. And Princess Rika says, oh yeah, another interpreter person. Yeah, that's what I was working on last week. Last Sunday was my interpreter for custom language. And just wasn't feeling like working on it today, so I decided I'd take a break and do a Twitch chatbot instead. So as I said, I've not started this at all. I want to go into GitHub and create a new project for this. Princess Rika says, that's what was going on here. I'm working on mine now. Yeah, I can actually go over what I did last week. I think it's open here somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, this is the commits from the project last week. We got to the point where we're able to evaluate integers and plus signs and do basic plus arithmetic. We've outlined a bunch of tasks for things to work on in the future. Have some kind of target evaluations we might try to do, but that's kind of where we're at. But today is about the Twitch craps table chatbot. This is going to be in a different language. This is going to be in JavaScript because I have a library I want to use to write the bot. That is TMI. That allows me to connect to the Twitch chat interface. So that's what I'm going to use today. Let's go ahead and create a new repository for this. I haven't come up with a name yet. I'm kind of thinking, or just go the blunt approach here. Say Twitch craps bot. Description. We'll go steal that. Twitch craps table chatbot. And create it. And now what I need to do is initialize my own Git repository. So let's make a Twitch craps bot. Initialize that. And as always, we need kind of our initial population of files. So let's go look at another project here. Oh, we'll go look at the interpreter. What did I call that? Noble Sermon, that's what we called it here. Let's see, so the files I need is contributing and contributors. We'll need git ignore eventually, but I'm not going to do that just yet. We'll need the license. Let's see, Noble Sermon IML, that is a IntelliJ thing, so I'm ignoring that. Palm XML, that is a Java thing, and we're not doing Java this time, so I'm ignoring that. And readme.markdown. See, Princess Rika suggests that this music is kind of depressing. Yeah, it's a little slow. Let me think about that for a second and come up with some different music here. I'm using Pretzel Rock, so if anyone has any suggestions. And this is the Epic station. We've got chill, we've got epic, we've got hip-hop, hype, upbeat, rock, chiptune, mixed, ambient, pop, happy, EDM. Let's try upbeat. I don't think I've tried that one yet. Yeah, let me know if that works any better for you guys. Alright, so we have some starting files here. Let's go take a look at what we got. I think we need to go fix these up a little bit. I'm going to use Atom to edit these files here. Alright, so we have a different name here. I called this, what? Twitch Craps Bot. The CLA has not been created yet. Send, scan, copy, blah, 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 blah. I think all this is correct. I just needed to fix the URL. Then we have contributors. I don't think this changes. Nope, that's all the same. License. This has not changed, so that's all the same. And README. Twitch Craps Table chatbot. Then the everything else stays the same. So pretty basic. I like to start with just a basic set of files, and then we'll slowly add to these, especially the README. As the project evolves, we'll add in instructions and how to use it and all that once we have those things figured out. I think we're done here. Then we have our initial version. I to keep track of my commits here as well, so that we can see at a glance what we've been doing and evaluate that each stream, as I did with the interpreter. Now let's go ahead and push this to GitHub. This is asking me for my SSH key. I'll go ahead and take care of that. And boom, that's done. Now I need to add in the origin. Get remote add origin, splat. Now let's give this a try. Get remote add origin splat. That's right, origin master. I've not done this before, so I'm not sure of all the steps to do it. Let's see, so I also need to add tracking information for the current branch. Let's see, git push -u origin master will push your code to the master branch of the remote repository defined with origin, and as you will let you point your current branch to the remote master branch. So I could try git push -u origin master. Ah, there we go. So those are the two commands. I need to set the origin. So I'll just make a note of these so I can use these for next time. And what was the second one? Was this. So those two commands should allow me to sync up my repository without having to delete it and recreate it. Alright, where are we? So this now exists. Let's go check on GitHub and see if that exists now. There we go. There is the initial version of our Twitch Craps bot. Alright, what's next? As I said, this is going to be in JavaScript, so let's start working on kind of the Hello World version of JavaScript. I'm going to suggest, I'm going to use Node for this, Node.js, so let's go get started. Let's start with, let's say Twitch Craps bot dot JavaScript. It's been a little while since I've done JavaScript, so I might struggle a little bit here. But in fact, I don't even remember how to do a write line in JavaScript right at the moment. That looks like console.log. Now, of course, what I need is some, I need my standard copyright headers, so let's figure out how that should look. I'll go steal that from Noble Sermon. I'm not sure what JavaScript uses for comments. Does it use multi-line? Okay, excellent, that works. Alright, in this case, it is not noble-sermon. We're going to go with Twitch Crapsbot. The copyright is the same, all this is all the same. This is all just kind of boilerplate for the MIT license that I'm using. And that should be good. Now, what do we do for this? I think add hello world example, but I'm just gonna go look up, cheat a little bit, look at a different repository here. Add hello world example, that's the one. Let's go test if my origin and upstream repository is set properly here. So let's just try a git push and see if that does indeed go. Looks like it does. We will do a double check here. Excellent. All right, so we have our hello world. That's kind of our basic example for how a JavaScript program gets started. And so what we want is actually connect to a Twitch chat room. Specifically, I want to connect to my chat room, to Pixel over here, so we can actually do some testing inside our own chat room. What I need to do is actually create I need to add a dependency on TMI. So let's go look at how we might do that. Here's TMI.js. Install Node once installed. I'm not sure what this is. I'm more used to package.json. I think I'm just going to try a package.json. This looks like it's talking about a browser here. But I'm not sure. But I do know how to do a package.json, so let's go start with that. This shows up as package. And I'm just going to do this from memory here. Looks like we need name. Oops. Looks like that's not with a semicolon or a colon, then colon here. I'm not sure if this accepts spaces or not, so we'll try this. Then we have version. This is under development, so we will call this 1.0.0-snapshot. So I guess I go with the same naming scheme that I use for POM files. And then we have, oh, this is all lowercase. So go lowercase that, and then we have dependencies. Looks like we have one per line, so I go tmi.js. And then this is a version. I don't care about the version yet, so I'll leave that blank. The last thing I do is say private is true, so it doesn't attempt to publish this anywhere. So look at this. The whole point behind this is to grab the TMI library and get it set up for use by this project. And to use that, we do npm install. Writing a valid name, Twitch crapspot. So I should probably fix that. Oh, I messed up my formatting here. Let's try that again. Wow, that's a lot of errors there that look kind of critical. Let me go look at this guy. And of course it doesn't work. Why did that not work? Now let's try this. Let's upgrade NPM. Princess Rika says, it's all broken, everything's on fire. Ah! Yeah, I have heard of issues with NPM packages. npm audit. What if it ends with OK? Well, I don't see an OK at the end. Configure registry does not support audit requests. Well, I'm not sure how worried I should be about this. Here we have node modules, package lock JSON, and package JSON. Let's clean all this up again. Let's remove node modules. It's rm package lock. Yes, I've deprecated use UUD module instead. No longer maintain, no longer maintain. And this is all coming from the npm module. So what version of npm am I using here? Oops. My editor has crashed. Now it is kind of all on fire. Let's see here. Let's close. Let's leave closed. We'll fix that in a second. Just Rika says, fishin'! Yeah. Oh wow, installed a bunch of stuff here. Let's go look at tmi.js. Looks like we're talking about version 1.2.1 here. Let's go see if that's what they say up here, version 1.2.1.
It doesn't take much to be here. It only takes that small little light in your heart you want to share.
Published 2 years ago. Well, that's the problem. TMI is just a little bit out of date. Let's see if there's something that's newer here. Just kind of reading through this here. Like 1.5 years ago. So it's transferred ownership to Alka Design.
It doesn't take much to be here. It only takes that small little light in your heart you want to share.
Oh, and we basically see Mark Andrews has created his own version called Twitch.js. Let's go see what Google says about that. Well, this looks like this might be a better one here. Published 2 months ago. Well, that's not encouraging when their documentation has broken links. Well, at least this works. Let's go see what we got here. Ah, here we go, configuration. Events. Oh, this looks like might be a drop-in replacement. Let's go look at the code, look at the commits and see when the last commit was. A couple of months ago. That's certainly better than 2 years ago. See if there's any issues that indicate that stuff's on fire. Well, I don't see anything that implies that anything's really on fire, so let's give this a try. Yeah, let's try Twitch.js. Oh, my editor crashed. Let's go relaunch my editor. It keeps messing up my layout. Alright, so I just have our package.json. Let's go try this again. npm install. Yeah, wow, that's a lot nicer. 0 vulnerabilities. That's a lot more encouraging. So let's go with this. See if this works. Let's see, and it says I should commit packagelock.json. I've seen that before. I don't like committing auto-generated files. So I just want to see what people say about it. Depends on the project. Do not encourage to publish package lock in the source control version as a general practice. This is all about a reproducible build. It will allow anyone else on your team, your deployments, your continuous integration, and anyone else who runs npm install on your package source to get the exact same dependency tree that you were developing on. Additionally, the disks from these changes are human readable and will inform you of any change npm has made to your node modules, so you can notice if any transitive dependencies were updated, hoisted, etc. npm official documentation explains that package location should only be committed to the source code version control when a project cannot be a dependency of other projects, i.e. package location should only be committed to source code version control for top-level projects applications. What problem is the feature attempt to solve? Committing package location to the source control version means that the project maintainers and continuous integration systems will use a specific version of dependencies that may or may not match those defined in package JSON. Because package lock JSON cannot be added to npm registry by design, projects that depend on a project that use package lock JSON will themselves use package JSON to resolve project dependencies, i.e. what works for project maintainers may not work when the project is used as a dependency. Here's another one. The entire tree of dependencies and sub-dependencies will not be updated anymore. Therefore, bug fixes and new features won't be installed automatically. Dev approved update URLs for PDF downloads. I don't know, I'm tempted to not commit this as of yet. Like I say, there's reasons to do it and reasons not to do it. And until I understand, I think I'm not gonna do it. If it turns out to be a problem, I can always add it later on. Also, I want to ignore node modules, so let's go, because we obviously don't want to commit all of our modules. Now let's say we also need to add in my copyright header here. Grab in the right notice. Okay. So So that's a lot of work to get that there. Let's rethink a couple things. I noticed I had to change the project name in package.json. It is still screwing up my formatting here. I'm gonna keep on insisting that not screw me over. I also like doing spaces here. I'm going to do my formatting, and we'll commit this version, despite the fact that NPM is attempting to override that. And so yeah, I had to name my project this, twitch-craps-bot, in order to satisfy package.json. So I'm just going to go through and update my header everywhere. That's my get ignore. The contributor page, that doesn't change. Contributors doesn't change. License doesn't change. Package lock, I'm not committing that. Package JSON, we fixed. README, I think we'll do that. I also want to look at what I did for mobile sermon. Interesting, so I capitalized it here. If we look at get ignore, we did not capitalize it here. Let's look at some of my other repositories. Stream countdown overlay. I haven't shown this one for a little while. All lowercase. Stimulus package uses a proper name. Let's go look up get ignore. Yeah, so it looks like the README, I don't have a good standard for the README, but I think doing a proper readable name for the README is useful, so let's go with that. Let's see here. I'm forced to use this name here because of the package.json. I'm forced to use it here because of the URL naming scheme that I use. Oh, I think I'm going to use... out of the larger, or the nameless spaces. We'll start with that to see how far we get. On the plus side, that's already what I've been doing, so it shouldn't actually change anything. Oh, well, this is a whole lot of work to get the Twitch.js library up and running. What I don't have is I'm not actually using that yet. So let's go take a look at their documentation and see how to connect to my chat room here. Let's close some of these things here. This is how we get started. Client ID, debug, command timeout. Server report, reconnect. I think any of that matters. Then we have identity, username, and password. So I've actually generated an OAuth password, but that's not something I want to display on stream for obvious reasons. So what I've done is I've created a file to hold it on my computer. I need to find a way to read that and use it. So let's actually do a quick test here. Let's pico home and go foo.txt. We'll do like a quick test here. And so the file looks like this. We have username is equal to foo. And then I have auth is equal to the auth token. And so we'll use this as a test to see how to read stuff from this file. Once I get this working, I will use that to read the actual auth token, and I won't display that on stream. So node read file. Let's just try something like this. Oh, we have, I could try a blocking version here. So we have content, this is read file sync. In this case, we'll do home pix foo.text. Don't know if the encoding is required or not. Pass string buffer URL integer options. We have encoding. If the encoding option is specified, then this returns a string, otherwise it returns a buffer. Yeah, so let's go ahead and use the encoding. So we got a string here. Let's go see what this does. Excellent, so we're able to read that file. We need some parsing of it here. Just try node split string. String by lines. Well, I could do this. We could grab the end-of-line character from the operating system. Let's try that. contents.split os.end of line. And what does split return? Let's just return as an array here. Alright, let's give this a try. So we want to read the file. We want to split it in into lines. 4 lines is equal to that. Not sure what's going on here. Let's say line of lines. Double drop contents. I'm not sure if this will work. Okay, great. Let's go edit this file here. And we do have a blank line at the end. I'd say one thing that might help here is to add in a little more formatting on this so we can see if I'm getting trailing spaces or anything. Oops. Yeah, so the next thing is to split this into name value pairs. So let's go try this. Let's say, oh yeah, our formatting is a little bit off here. Let's say kind of running out of thing here. We got contents, we got lines. Let's say values. And we will split on the equals sign. And then let's say console.log name. Actually, let's do var name is equal to values 0. Var value is equal to values 1. And yeah, let's do this as well so we can see if we have any trailing or leading space, which I think we're going to do here. I'm going to need to do a trim, is my guess. Give that a try. Alright, so we're getting a bunch of junk here. We have line, username equals foo. We have username with a trailing white space. We have foo with a leading white space. Then we have undefined here. I should probably do something like if values dot length. JavaScript length of array. If values.length is equal to 2, then let's do this. And that should cut out those undefines at the very end. Perfect. Let's actually improve things a little bit here. Let's just print out a blank line between each of these. That'll make it a little bit easier to see what's going on. Perfect. So the next thing is to do a trim on these. And I think, I don't know, if I was in Java, it'd be a dot trim. So let's just see what that does. Perfect. So we have our username, which is foo. We have our auth with is set to token. Let's just see if that's the same. Yep, so we username is foo, auth is equal to token. The other thing I need to do is I don't want to hard code this directory because this is specific to me. I want to put this, I want it to look in the home directory of whoever's running it. So let's go see Node.js home directory, home environment variable. Let's see if we can find this. Somebody tell me what I need. Not seeing any code. Node.js environment variables are available through the global process env object. $user. Let's try. I don't know. Home is not defined. Okay. Process.env.something. Let's try process.env.home. Undefined. we go. Home/home/pics. And we need a leading slash. So this will allow me to read from my home directory, the foo.txt. Let's see if that works. Perfect. Alright, so what is next? We have these values here. We have name value. Now we need to look for username and auth. So let's try, let's see here. Let's say var username. I think I can just leave that blank. Say var auth. So let's go Twitch username. Twitch auth. At the very end, let's go ahead and log those. So a blank line here. Alright, so that should be undefined because we don't do anything with it yet. Excellent. And if name is equal to, we said what, username. Then we say Twitch username is equal to value. If name is equal to auth, then we'll say Twitch. Oh, come on. Auth is equal to value. Perfect. So now we have username as foo, auth as token. I think at this point we can start removing some debug information here. So let's drop this and that. Let's drop this and that. Let's try name, value, pair. Let's see if that all works still. Perfect. At this point, it probably makes sense to convert this to a function. So let's try this. Let's say function. It's been a while since I've created a JavaScript function. Let's just try a function. Just to test, and let's say console.log. Oh, 10. At 12:30. Excellent. So our function will be get switch off. Let's just yoink all this stuff over. Say var result is equal to an empty object. Result.username, result.auth. And then return result. Yeah, let's do a console log, and then let's drop this, and we will do get switch off. Oh, right, I actually am going to call it. Perfect, so now we have an object that has two values. We have a username value and an auth value. And I can now use those to connect to Twitch. So let's go delete that. Now let's begin to look up how to connect. Let's close all this junk here. Look at the examples section of the wiki. I really hope that's not a valid auth token. So options, debugging, connection. Let's start with this. So options is going to be equal to some stuff here. Sure, we'll start with debug equals true. Connection, reconnect. I'm not sure if I want these or not. And then yes, obviously this wants to show up here, so we will uncomment to this section. Alright, so the username is obviously not that. That is not me. We will say var switch off is equal to get switch off. I say what twitchauth.username and twitchauth.auth. I'm not sure what to do about channels yet. I'm just going to hard code in my own channel here. Call this queued pixel. We'll commit it like this, but we'll just do this for testing purposes. Now I create a new Twitch client. I guess we'll name this Twitch client here. Now the client.connect. So this will probably do absolutely nothing but log stuff that's sent to the channel. Actually, this won't even work at all because the username and password I'm using are broken. But let's at least try this and see what happens here. Twitch.js is not defined. Oh, right, so I need to actually do var Twitch.js is equal to require something. I think we just called it Twitch-JS. Go fix these up while I'm here and see them. Login authentication failed. Princess Rika, boo! Now we have some other errors here. Unhandled promise rejection warning. Login authentication failed. Unhandled promise rejection. This error originated either by throwing aside of a sync function without a catch block or rejecting a promise which was not handled with catch. Unhandled promise rejections are deprecated. In the future, promise rejections that are not handled will terminate the process with an on-0 exit code. I'm okay with that. Okay, so at this point, I think we need to use my correct file here, which I believe I called it twitch-auth. And this should allow us to connect. And I'll type in a quick test message. There we go. I type in "this is a test" in our chat window, and we get "this is a test" in our console log here. So we officially have a chat client that has connected to the channel and is logging what is set. And if I check my... if I check the list of chatters, we should see that queued test is in here. I don't see it yet, but queued test is the account that I'm using. It's a test account I've used for test streams and for testing chat box like this. So sweet, looks good so far. Just thinking through what to do next here. It still doesn't show up on my viewer list or my chatter list. I'll leave that there for a moment while I think about what to do next here. So the only thing I don't like about what we got going on so far is we have this hard-coded channel here. For someone who's going to use this other than myself, I'd want this to be configurable. And so what I might do is to do like a... like var channels is equal to require... I'm not even sure how I would do this. I want to require like a local file. Just to require your file. Yes, I think I could do require ./channels.js. See what that does. Let's go remove. But for now, we'll comment that out. Let's say console.log channels, just to see what that looks like. Find module channels.js. Which I would expect because I haven't created it yet. Let's go ahead and create one. And I think we're going to do module.exports is equal to let's just see if I can do this directly. Excellent, so we have an array with one item in it. Cute pixel. So I think for committee purposes, I want to create a template on this guy. Princess Rika says, I love it when I screw something up in my own parser. It's like, no, that's wrong. And it's not the parser that's wrong. That is a good feeling. When your parser is catching your mistakes now. So let's go copy paste the my kind of copyright header here. Splat that into there. How did I do this? I'm using notes from another project I've created that I've printed out. Let's see, we'll say use this file, use this template. I've done this on a multi-line comment, so we'll go ahead and do that here. Use this template to create a file called channels.js with a list of channels you wish to connect to. Actually, let's just do one channel. Let's say with the channel, you wish to connect to. We'll just do that. Let's go rename this to a template file. Let's say channel-template.js. I don't know, I don't think I'd need a multi-line comment. We could just do that. Channel name here. Now let's convert this to the non-template. Go ahead and copy and paste. It's not channels.js, it's just channel.js. And let's check to see if this works. Let's go back to our bot. And we'll say var channel is equal to require on that. Let's see what this gets us here. See, channels is not defined, right, because I changed the name of the variable. Let's go fix that. Excellent. So we still over hello world, and then we have channel name here. So let's go fix up our local version to refer to our correct channel. We have queued pixel. That one. Excellent. Let's see, I think we need to add in the channel.js to our git ignore so that we don't actually commit my local version of this. Channel.js. Perfect. And let's go give this another try. Go ahead and make sure that we're still able to connect and log chat messages. Alright, so again, we are in the queued pixel channel. I'll go ahead and type in another test chat message. And there it is. We have "this is another test." So each chat message gets logged in my chatbot console. So this feels like a pretty good commit point. We've gone from hello world to able to connect to a Twitch chat channel. We don't do anything yet, we're just logging stuff, and the only reason we're logging stuff is because we've set debug to true. Well, we've done that here, debug true. I'm not sure what I'm thinking about this connection stuff. Let me look up the documentation on the connection options. Well, we can close some of these things here. We definitely want secure. Reconnect. I'd probably say no on reconnect. Let's get rid of the reconnect option for now. If we disconnect, that's not going to be a big deal. Debug will leave true for now. We'll probably change that once we have more stuff working. But I think, say debug true, secure true, we give it our username and password. Oh, channels. I need to change this. Let's go break our channel list here. Say this is a broken test. If that exists, I will be shocked and amazed. I'll give it our channel. So it said joined a particular channel earlier, and we're not seeing that, so it's obviously having a hard time joining that channel. Let's update it with the correct channel and see if that works. And I'll do yet another test. Excellent, so that is working now. So it's now using our configured channel rather than the hard-coded channel, and is connecting and logging chat messages. And just to test that this is working with more elaborate messages, I'll run the song command and see what we get. Excellent. So it does seem to be working just fine. Yeah, this feels like a really good commit point. Let's go take a look at where we are at. Alright, so we've added some external dependencies. We've added a dependency on FS. I think that's file system. We use that to read the Twitch auth file. We have OS, which I believe is operating system. We use that to get the end of line character. I think I can clean that code up a little bit here. Let's go simplify some of this code. Just get rid of some of these blank lines. So for Hello World, we'll probably get rid of that soon here. In fact, now's a great time to get rid of it. We don't need that anymore. We've got our Twitch logging working. We have our options. Looks good. So another quick check, make sure that this still works here. Yep, still is logging, so looks good to me. Alright, so continuing on, we've removed our Hello World log. We've added FS for file system, operating system. We've added Twitch.js. I might rename that to be... Let's go with Twitch. And we'll go client. We'll make these smaller. Give that another try. I will not send a chat test message this time because we're already getting the logs that it says we're connected, and it's been working pretty good. So I think as long as I see this message, I'm not going to clutter chat with test messages. Alright, so we've added file system, operating system, we've added Twitch. We've added a dependency on this channel.js file. Let's go take a look at that. So this is very basic, just has my standard copyright header, then has module exports equals cute pixel as the channel name. Now this is using a template. Let's go look at the template, channel template.js. Channel name here. So basically someone uses this to connect to a channel, they need to plop in their own channel name here. And when we get to it, we'll update the README documentation to talk about that. What else do we got? We have our Twitch auth function. We create an empty object. We read in file contents from twitch.twitchauth in the user's home directory. We split the file into lines. We iterate over each line. Do name value pairs by splitting on the equal sign. Pull up name value. If name is username, we set the result username. If name is auth, we set the result auth, and return result of the variant. So that's how we get our name password. That's how I'm able to do that without showing that stuff on stream. So I don't want to leak my auth token and have that actually accidentally go out on stream. What else have we got? We actually call the function now, so var Twitch auth is equal to get Twitch auth, and we define our Twitch options. Debug true, secure true, then we give it our username and password, and our channel, then finally create the client and connect. So we do nothing yet, but it does connect to the channel and log what it sees. What other changes have we made here? We've added a get ignore. Let's go take a look at get ignore. Let's see, so we have our local version of channel.js. So we're going to commit our template, but not our localized version. We're ignoring node modules. We don't want to commit all of our node modules dependencies in there. We've also ignored package lock JSON, which I know is a little controversial. For now, I've decided to ignore it because I'm just not sure what to do with that yet, so I'm just ignoring that for now. We've also have our channel template, which I think we've looked at, but we will look at one more time here. We just have our standard copyright notice, and then our module exports. Give it our channel name. And finally, we have package.json. This is how we define what our dependencies are. We give it our name, our version, our dependencies, in this case Twitch.js, and we declare this as private. So this way it won't try to accidentally deploy this to NPM or something. So that's a great commit point. Let's go ahead and say connect to Twitch channel. I'll go ahead and push that so you can see that right away. All my code is open source and is available on GitHub, so you can see this latest change on github.com/cudepixel/twitchcrapsabot. And there's the latest changes as of 20 seconds ago. So what's next? I think I want to send a kind of a test message to the channel when the bot connects, so we can actually verify that messages are working. And so if memory serves, what I need to do is set up an event listener for this. So we have a connected. This is when we're connected to a server. Steve for 1990 asks, when am I doing the Unity project? Don't have an ETA on that at the moment. Just haven't had a chance to learn a bunch of Unity yet. Might be a few months before I do finally get to that. Just my schedule's been a little bit busy, unfortunately. But that is on my radar to get to that. So let's just try a simple kind of event listener here. Let's say client.connected is equal to... I'm not sure what to do with this yet. Say client.on. Say connected. Say function address port. Let's just do a simple console.log. I am connected. Let's also do another test here, say connecting. Interesting. So we had this, we were connected, and there was a little bit of lag before we joined queued pixel. So what I'm really interested in is the channel join event. I want to know when I have connected to a channel. Let's look up the methods here. We have get channels, get options. Not a lot of hop here. I was hoping that there would be like a method to connect to a channel. We could do this. We could say client.on chat channel user state message self. Overall, a little disappointed in the documentation of this. Is there a wiki I can look at here? I don't even see a wiki I can look at. Well, maybe the simplest is to listen for a chat command and just respond to that. So let's give that a try. Let's drop that, and let's do a client.on. What was it? I think there was a chat event I can listen to. So say client on chat. This is a function channel user state message self. Let's just grab all this. let's say if self, then return, so we don't respond to our own messages. And if message is equal to, say, hello. And we'll do something. It's like we don't have, it's not giving me an API for how to send a message here. We have client.say in channel, and hello world. We'll try this. Client.say inside the channel. Hello, then let's actually respond to the person who sent us the message. We'll say plus something, I don't know what's going to go there yet. This will be user state. Let's go with username. User state.username. This is simple enough. I think I could just do this in a one-liner here. So let's give this a try. Alright, so I have the hello command working. I type in hello in my queued pixel account and queued test. The bot pipes up and says, hello, queued pixel. That's available to anyone, so if somebody else wants to give that a quick test, feel free to try that out as well. Although don't abuse it too hard, I have not built in anti-spam protection yet. So yeah, we've just built in this client.on. We'll receive a chat message. We don't even care about the channel yet, although we could do a... probably good to do a check if channel does... or sorry. Ooh. Yes, I'm looking at this and we have a conflict on variables. We have our kind of global channel variable that we've got here. We have our channel variable or channel parameter from this function. I just wanted to make sure that the two were the same, so we can try, say, chat channel. If chat channel does not equal to channel, then return. So this way, if the message is from a channel we don't expect, we return. If the message is from ourselves, we return. Otherwise, we check to see if the message is the hello command. If it is, we respond to say hello. So this way, if we accidentally join a channel that we didn't expect, we will just output our own. We'll only reply if it's on a channel that we expect. Yeah, so all we've done here is add in this basic reply here. Just kind of think it through that for a second here. Respond to the hello command. Bah. Apparently the exclamation point is a shell thing. So we'll just do this in editor. There we go. What's next? So we've got the basic framework in place. We have a bot that connects to Twitch, that responds to the hello command. And so at this point, it's about kind of adding in the craps table logic. Although there's one other thing I want to add in here, which is kind of anti-spam protection. Let's go look up Twitch chat bot limits. Because I know there's basically a hard-coded limit, or a hard limit to how quickly you can send messages to a Twitch channel. There we go. Command and message limits. There are limits on the number of IRC commands or messages you're allowed to send to the server. If you exceed those limits, you're locked out of chat for 30 minutes. Well, 30 minutes isn't too bad. I remember when this used to be like 12 hours or something. I remember there was a popular Twitch Plays channel, Twitch Plays Pokemon, where their moderator bot was not set up with message limits. So a bunch of users conspired to basically have the bot send more messages than it was allowed to send, and it got banned for like several hours. So 20 messages per 30 seconds. Users sending commands or messages to channels which they do not have moderator or operator status. 100 per 30 seconds. $50 per 30 seconds, known bots. 7,500 per 30 seconds for verified bots. For whispers. So users not bots 3 per second, up to 100 per minute. 40 accounts per day. I was looking at this because I might be wanting to do whispers at some point, so just kind of curious what the limits are for whispers. Known bots 10 per second, up to 200 per minute, 500 accounts per day. Verified bots 20 per second, up to 1200 per minute, 100,000 users per day, accounts per day. I think I'm going to ignore the known verified bot stuff. It looks like verified bots are very rarely given out, and I don't see much of a need to do that. Having a known bot might be useful to send messages to 500 accounts per day. For now, I think I'm only going to focus on the chat limits. This says 20 per 30 seconds. So if I was to say, like, if I was going to wait 2 seconds between messages, that'd be an option. The thought here is to basically send messages in a specified interval, once every 1 second, once every 2 seconds, once every 3 seconds, just so that I'm guaranteed to never exceed this limitation. Because 20 per 30 seconds would only take 20 viewers or 20 chatters to send a message within 30 seconds to basically cause this bot to be locked out for 30 minutes. And even if you're a moderator, 100 per 30 seconds is still not a lot. And so you have to be mindful if you're even if you're a moderator or moderator operator. Verified bots have a much more generous limit. So I think the overall approach I take to this here is to build in I think like a queue of messages to send. Oh, I have to think about this for a little bit. So avoid. Oh, what's it? Stay under message limit. Stay under. This will be to use a message queue. It's kind of the next major step there. Further things to consider is you want to start the craps logic, craps table logic, and I think or start, not star, but start. We basically want to allow users to place simple bet. Probably pass line bet would be my first thought there. It's kind of the most basic bet in the game. Implement basic craps logic. This would be the come out roll. Let's see, from come out roll to 7 out. So that's kind of the basic craps table logic there. You have the initial roll. If it's a 2, 3, 11, or 12, the roll is resolved, if it's a 2, 3, or 12, you lose. If it's a 7 or 11, you win. Any other number becomes the point. A 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 becomes the point. And you have to hit that number a second time before we roll number 7, another 7. So this is the basic craps logic. In fact, let's do this. Let's basic craps logic from come out roll to 7 out. That's probably the simplest place to start. The next, allow users to place a simple bet pass line. And then once we have those two things, we have kind of a basic template for the craps table to begin to add on more and more and more logic. So other steps to consider, there's kind of more basic steps to consider. We need to maintain a balance for each player. We want to, let's store a balance. Maintain a minimum balance for each player. And we could say that players below the minimum balance are set to the minimum after a 7 out. What other options to consider? Save player balances. So that way, when the bot is quit and restarted, that you can load those player balances. And I think with all of that, we have kind of the very basic logic in place. And some other things I'd like to do is allow players to serve as the bank. Normally when you're playing craps, you are playing against the casino, and when you win, the casino pays you. When you lose, the casino takes your money. I think it might be an interesting idea to allow other players to serve as the bank, and so that when you win, the player serving as the bank pays you. When you lose, the player serving as the bank takes your money. So I kind of want to experiment with that for a bit and see if that is a viable option. And then probably the very last option to consider here is add remaining craps bets. We have things like odds. And we have don't pass, odds, come, don't come, field. Let's try, we have place bets, field, hard ways. Well, let's go with proposition bets. We have hopping bets. We have things like the fire bet. We have the bottom, top, all points bets. I forget what that's called, but it's similar to the fire. It gets paid out based on the points you secure, the points you're able to hit during a roll. Those are the main ones that I can think of. There's other options that are less popular and aren't as good of an idea, but there's the big 6 and 8. Just trying to do these in a viable order here. So don't pass, come, don't come. Then the odds for all of those: place, field, proposition, hop, fire, bottom, top, all points, big 6, 8. What else? We can look at a craps table. We've got the pass line, we have don't pass, we have come, don't come. There's the field, big 6, 8. Here's all the proposition bets. We got the hard ways, we got the crabs, we got any 7. This isn't complete. Let's see if we can find a more complete layout here. And here we go. We have all the horn bets. You know, we have the hard ways, we have the different craps. We've got the 3, we've got the 2, we've got the 12. Any craps. Pass, don't pass, come, don't come. So I think we've hit all of them here. There might be other bets that I have forgotten about. There's any crap, any 11. Trying to see if there's any layout that covers like the fire bet. Here's one with an actual casino here. Wow, that's really tiny. It's too tiny to show on stream here. I think we have the basics. We don't need a proper layout. We just need something that we can use. I think we've hit all the big ones here. The hot bets I'm not so sure about. Let's do that. Proposition hop. We'll do that. Let's see. Hard ways. Oh, the order doesn't really matter. We just need to make sure we get all the ones that people want. I kind of order this in kind of expected popularity. You know, we start with the pass line, which is the most popular. Don't pass is popular. Come, don't come, popular. Odds is popular. Place, field, Hardway's proposition. I think this is a decent ordering for popular bets, and we'll consider other ones to add on to this here. Let's see, use a message queue. Let's see, this should be send one message every 2 seconds. Possibly consider making this configurable. Consider making this configurable. Let's just make it configurable. Make this configurable. Implement basic craps logic from crumb out roll to 7 out. So this is not even to allow for betting, it's just to allow the basic craps logic. Implement kind of the basic craps loop. Then we allow users to place a simple bet to the pass line. Store a balance for each player. Maintain a minimum balance for each player. Plays below the minimum balance are set to the minimum after a 7 out. Let's see, this probably needs to go first. There, say store a balance for each player. Maintain a minimum balance for each player below. If you're below the minimum, we set it to the minimum after a 7 out. Save player balances, so it's is saved and reloaded when the bot exits and resumes. Allow players to service the bank and then add in the remaining craps bets. Then anything beyond that is going to be kind of more elaborate. And we might do some of these before we do some of these other options here. Yeah, let's go see where we're at. Have I pushed everything? I have not. Let's go ahead and push this now. And that is available on github.com/cutepixel/twitchcrapsbot. All right, folks, unfortunately, I kind of need to roll at this point. I've got a few meetings today. I need to go grab lunch, and unfortunately, this is just an early end of my stream normally. I will plan to stream again next Sunday, January 27th at 9 a.m. Unless anything changes, I do plan to continue work on the Twitch Craps bot. And so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week.